Hello, YouTube. I want to ask because I feel like somebody is responsible for this trend, and I want to know what the fuck happened. And I wasn't speaking on it before because it wasn't my son's time, but now it's his time, and he's graduating. So we're preparing for prom and everything. He's been talking about it since the ninth grade, and he's following the trend of if he don't get what he want, he not going to prom. I'm like, you're going to prom because you deserve it, you earned it. My son is an excellent kid. He works, he go to school, 3.8 GPA. Like, he's in damn near every activity in school. So he go to school. First of all, I ain't really gotta, well, I mean, he goes to a strict charter school, so that helps too. But he's just a good kid and he deserves it. And it's like, who don't go to prom? Like, you're going to prom. So he been wanting to go to prom, but the problem I'm having is they don't want to do limo, but they want to spend all this money on outfits that they never gonna wear again. Somebody explain that to me. Like, I ain't that old. I just turned 37, but we had limos, and my dress was $100, and I returned it the next day. The sales associate put me on. She was like, "Girl, just don't make sure you don't sweat it out. Don't get no liquor on it." And I got my $99.99 right back. After prom, we went to my friend's house in Long Island, spent the night, woke up and went to IHOP the next day, went to the mall to hang out, and I returned my dress. And that was $100. Yes, that was 18 years ago. Wow, I'm old. But that was in 2007. So that was 19 years ago. Yeah, something like that. But it was a long time ago, and I understand. But why are people spending thousands on a dress? One girl said on TikTok that she didn't go to prom because of, glue for her wig. Like, what the fuck? And I've seen it all over TV. And me and my father was talking about it today. Like, people suing people because these kids are downright ungrateful. Yeah, when we went to prom, I remember there was a few people who had weave because, in the 2000s, weave was very popular. I wore my natural hair. I wore, because I didn't get my first weave until I was 31. And the first time I actually started like wearing wigs was 2013 when I was 24. I remember the first time I wore like a half wig in 2010. I didn't like it. And then I was like, well, let me try it again. And I started wearing wigs, only going out, never to work, but going out, I would wear wigs in 2013. Started wearing makeup and everything. And now I don't wear it as much. I'll wear it sometime, but not as much, because I got to be myself, whatever. But yeah, so back then it was weaves. It was, me. I got the Shirley Temple curls or whatnot, my own hair. And everybody looked different. That was what I wanted to bring out. Like, everybody looked different. And so nowadays everybody looked the same. Like, I remember when my son first started high school in ninth grade, my coworker, she showed me a picture of her daughter. Her daughter was at prom, and she was with her friends. I guess they got dressed at her house, and they all looked alike. Everybody had on a wig, and mind you, my coworker is Indian, so she has nice hair. I know her daughter got some nice hair, so I'm like, you know, I mean, black people, we got nice hair too, but it's like, I just feel like it's so wrong to encourage your daughter to wear wigs. I think that is so wrong. Like, the Lord knew not to give me a daughter because she would hate me. Like, no, you're not wearing wigs. no, you're not wearing none of that. You're gonna wear your own. I wore my own natural hair for prom, and I don't think anything's wrong with it. Like, white girls do it. Every race of people, when they go to prom, they wear their hair. Why is it with our girls, they wear wigs? And there's, like I said, I wear wigs too. There's nothing wrong with wearing wigs for a special occasion. You know, I feel like it should be, this is my opinion, I feel like if something's going on with your stylist and they're not available for whatever reason, maybe they pregnant and went into labor, maybe you can't make it to the salon or whatever, then yes, get a wig. I even said when I get married, I might wear a wig. I don't know what frame of mind I'm going to be in, but I feel like that should be an alternative. That shouldn't just be, I'm going to get a wig for, you know, and then it's like these girls are wearing wigs at freaking 10, 12 years old. High school, forget it. They wearing that shit every day, glued to their head. And that's not good because by the time they're my age, they completely bald. Even before that. So it's like, when did this start happening? It's just like I said a few minutes, you know, I think I mentioned a girl, she didn't have glue for her wig, so she didn't go to prom. And then the dresses, when I was in college, I graduated, you know, 4 years ago, and there were naturally people in the class younger than me, and she said that when she graduated, everybody was on Section 8 and food stamps, but they had $2,500 dresses. And I'm like, that don't make no sense. Like, when I graduated, everybody had 2-family homes, but nobody spent more than $300 for their dress. Like, you know, and people paid money for their hair and stuff. That's natural. Nails, of course you want your nails done, so that might be a pretty penny. But what the hell? Like, that's so crazy to me, you know. But comment, like, and subscribe to my parents that's going through it. If you have a kid that's graduating, what are your graduation, what I like to call graduation woes, and what are you going through with your teenager? My son wants a custom-made suit for $850. I asked around, and come to find out that is a discount. Could you imagine that? I'm like, yo, what's good with Men's Warehouse and you get a tuxedo? I'm all for it. That's about $300-$400. My father's saying, oh, you know, $400 or $500. He had a tuxedo. I uploaded. He was in a cotillion. He said that was $400. That, okay, I can understand. $850 for a suit, man, that you're never gonna wear again. You're not getting married. Like, getting married, I can understand, yes. But what's up with this prom stuff being so expensive? Then the kids don't want limos. Thank God, because that's the outfits are expensive enough, you know. But comment, like, and subscribe if you're going through this with your daughter, your son. What the hell has the prom industry gotten into? The devil is a liar, because this don't make no sense.